Hello and welcome. My name is Andrew Hong, and I'm the founder of Tobe Agency. Today, we're going to talk about something central to everything that we do at Tobe. It's a framework for solving the real challenges small business owners face with marketing. And after nearly 2 decades in this industry of marketing, I've realized a simple truth. Most entrepreneurs don't understand marketing, and they waste a lot of money because they don't know what to invest in or when to invest. That's why I created the Grow Smarter method. Whether you're an established entrepreneur or just about to take the plunge, you probably know that marketing is important to growing your business. And if you're wanting to learn the fundamentals that apply to all local small businesses, you're in the right place. By the end of this, you'll have the confidence to invest smartly and reduce the anxiety that so many business owners feel when it comes to investing in marketing. Let's get started. Let's be honest. You're an expert at what you do, but you're not a marketing expert. And you probably shouldn't have to be. You're facing fierce competition and you're constantly bombarded with new advice about what to do when it comes to marketing and content. That's why it's so easy to feel overwhelmed as a small business owner. Maybe you've hired a freelancer or an agency in the past and the advice felt incomplete, or maybe just wrong. Or worse, it felt skewed towards what they wanted to sell you or what their specialty was, not what you actually needed. This leads business owners just like you to feel confusion, anxiety, and a very real fear of wasting money on future marketing efforts. And what's the result of that bad advice or lack of a clear plan? It's waste. Wasted time, wasted money, wasted trust from being burned by previous agencies suggesting one strategy after the next. I've seen it so many times. So many brilliant founders get stuck in this cycle. They invest in the wrong things or in the wrong order, and they pay a steep price financially and mentally for it. This is the number one reason I spent so much time developing a simple but effective marketing method. I've created a clear step by step path to make it easier and safer for business owners who aren't marketing experts to invest in their growth. Marketing does not need to be rocket science. If you take care of the basics, you'll get more customers. It's as simple as that. And that's our role at Toby. We're your guide to building a marketing foundation that gets you more customers. We'll help you cover the marketing basics. We know we've done our job when you feel excited and optimistic about marketing, not nervous and anxious. Because when it's done right, marketing should be a revenue driver, not a cost center. And after years of seeing business owners get fragmented, ineffective advice that turned their marketing into a cost center, a core part of our ethos at Toby became teaching and executing the fundamentals. We've built that ethos into a tangible method based on the mistakes and triumphs we've seen and experienced ourselves over the years. There's plenty of agencies out there, even more freelancers, but few have a proven method that truly integrates the marketing, content, technology, and brand that you need to grow. So, whether you take our free courses to do it yourself or become a client of ours on our marketing side, our goal with the Grow Smarter method is the same: to bring confidence and clarity back to your marketing investments. And that brings us to the core idea of this presentation. The most successful small businesses I know aren't working harder. They're working smarter. They aren't sweating it out every month when it comes to hitting sales goals. They aren't wasting their money on marketing that doesn't work. The winners don't guess, they don't waste, they follow a method. And there are two guiding principles central to this method. One is invest in the right marketing fundamentals. That's the what. And just as important, investing in them in the right sequence. That's the when. Now, the freelancers and agencies you may have worked with aren't bad people, but they often put focus on just one piece of the puzzle: SEO or social media or paid ads. The truth is, it's never been harder to win attention online and offline, and you need to bring all of these pieces together. You need to weave together content, marketing, technology, and strategy, and you need to invest in these things in the right order. It's not easy, but we make it easy. And that's what the Grow Smarter method does. So, what is the Grow Smarter method? We designed the Grow Smarter method to take the chaos and mystery out of small business marketing. Because most small business owners aren't marketers, we simplify it by putting it into a proven three-phase method. Central to this method is us telling you what to invest in and when to invest in it. This is the education every small business owner needs to finally understand how all the pieces fit together to create real growth. So, who is this method for? It's designed for ambitious small business owners who want to feel more confident when they invest in their growth. We see two kinds of founders or owners. First, it's the ambitious starter. You're just launching and you want to build your foundation correctly from day one. Second, we also work with the established, ready to scale. You've had some success, you've hit a plateau, but you suspect things were invested in out of sequence and you're ready to fix the gaps. Whether you need to build the right foundation or just need to fill in the gaps from a shaky start, the Grow Smarter method can help any kind of entrepreneur who is looking to grow more consistently and more reliably. So, here is the Grow Smarter method at a very high level, and it's a very simple, logical progression. Phase one is all about building your online front door, making that investment in your business's foundation. Phase two is about getting found by local customers. This is where you generate ROI and start seeing the results from your marketing. And phase three is where you scale your reach and dominate your local market. It seems simple, but the magic is actually in the sequence of these marketing activities. Let's break down what each phase involves. Phase one is the non negotiable foundation. I cannot stress this enough. It makes zero sense to start investing in traffic if you don't have a solid brand and a website to send them to. You'll get visitors, but that traffic will be wasted. It's this idea of pouring water into a leaky bucket. It's an analogy that us as marketers use often. And the idea here is that you're pouring traffic or leads into a website that's not converting. And this is likely where you'll be investing more than you're taking in at the very beginning. But this is the necessary bets that every entrepreneur needs to make to get started on the right foot. Phase one is about defining your brand, building a professional website that converts so you don't have to deal with that leaky bucket, and implementing some very basic foundational level CRM technology. These are the fundamentals. If you get these right, you can't lose in the long run. Once that foundation is solid, you're ready for phase two, where we focus on generating a predictable return. This is all about capturing the existing demand in your local market. These are the people who are actively searching for a solution right now. Someone typing in hair restoration near me or Botox near me into Google is a high intent lead. For a small business, capturing this traffic is the most efficient and immediate way to generate cash flow. That's why phase two is all about dominating the search results page with local SEO and targeted Google search ads. And don't forget, you're going to need to track the effectiveness of those ads. So you're going to need a little bit more sophisticated CRM technology. Now we're on to phase three. With a solid foundation and a steady flow of customers, you've now earned the right to scale. Phase three is where you build for the long term and become the go to authority in your market. This is where strategic paid social ads and content marketing, organic social content, organic email content come in. It takes time and a real investment to build quality content, to build an engaged following on social media. That's why we usually focus on search first. But there is one exception to this. If you're in a rural area, social media can be a powerful way to get initial traction. But for most, this is how you go from being a choice to being the choice. So now I want you to ask yourself, does your marketing follow a method? Or is it just pure madness? Think about your own journey. Did you build a website before you invested in a clear brand message? Did you run ads without setting up proper tracking to measure the results? If so, you're not alone. This is typically what a business that invests out of sequence looks like. And when you work with Toby, you get the opportunity to actually build a comprehensive foundational marketing solution for your business that's built in the right way. So, if you're curious how the Grow Smarter method comes together in terms of our own services, here's how our services map directly to the method. As you can see, each phase has a corresponding service that maps to it, and it's designed to execute a specific component of each one of the three phases. It's a completely integrated system that covers the fundamentals every small business needs. In fact, we're so confident in this method that we stand by our results, and we promise to deliver measurable improvements to your marketing campaigns within 30 days of launching your campaign. If you're not happy, we'll refund your money. And this is our commitment to eliminating the waste and the fear that I know that comes from being burned in the past. So, are you looking for help now? If you're looking at your own marketing and you're not sure if it's built on a solid foundation, or if you've invested in the right things in the wrong order, that's okay. That's exactly what our free Grow Smarter assessment is for. It's a conversation where we can diagnose the gaps together. We'll help you understand where you are in the method and what your most impactful next step should be. Are you ready to stop worrying about your growth? When you stop guessing and start following a method, the result is confident growth. Remember, I talked about being optimistic and looking forward to marketing? Yes, that's what should happen if you're doing good marketing. So imagine no more marketing anxiety, a predictable flow of high value customers, and more time for you to focus on what you do best, running your business or living your best life. If you're ready to stop guessing and start growing with our proven Grow Smarter method, let's talk. Schedule that free Grow Smarter assessment with us, and we'll help you diagnose where you are in the Grow Smarter method and what your most impactful step should be. Thanks, and best of luck to you in growing your business. I look forward to speaking with you.